Everybody talks about the law of attraction and manifestation, but let's be blunt. If all you needed was vague positive thinking and a little faith, you'd already be living in effortless financial prosperity. The truth, the one few gurus will tell you, is that faith alone fails without order. You've been taught to wish and wait, but that approach is passive and leaves your dreams to chance. We're here to talk about the precise applied mental science that forces a response. This isn't spiritual guidance as a gentle suggestion. It's the engineering of the mind taught by visionaries like Geneviève Behrend in her masterpiece, Your Invisible Power. Why do most people try to create your reality and see zero results? Because they are missing the mechanical blueprints. They are asking the universe for a loan, not giving it a firm command. You need to stop waiting and start directing the atomic structure of your life. Today, we're unlocking the 10 non-negotiable mental laws, the practical how-to, that will transform your desire into demand. We're covering the secrets like acting as if even when your bank account is empty, why visualization is a technical process, and the power of silence in manifestation for women and men building their empires. If you're ready to learn how to force the universe to respond with speed and precision, then let's begin the instruction. The core mechanism of manifestation isn't passive positive thinking, it's active mental direction. Think of your subconscious mind not as a storage drive, but as a powerful, high-definition movie projector that automatically beams whatever film you load into it onto the screen of your reality. If you're constantly seeing and playing the reel of lack, struggle, and limitation, you can't genuinely expect a blockbuster life of financial prosperity to suddenly appear. You simply have to change the film. This engineering is precisely what Geneviève Behrend laid out in Your Invisible Power. To build the necessary mental mold for your desired reality, you must operate like a director in a soundproof studio. For instance, before you walk into a stressful negotiation at work, close your eyes for 1 minute and watch the scene. Visualize your boss smiling, agreeing enthusiastically to your terms, and shaking your hand. In congratulations, this immediate shift is simple manifestation in action, effectively changing the internal script before the external scene begins. It's time to stop waiting for the drama to end. You must consciously take the director's chair and begin directing your own happy movie. If your home feels chaotic, take a deep breath and see it calm and tidy for just 60 seconds. Feel the sense of peace. This active, detailed visualization is the initial command that compels the law of attraction to begin restructuring your external circumstances. It begs the question, though, once you know what you want, how precisely do you communicate that order? A significant flaw in common manifestation practice is the lack of precision. When you approach the universe, consider it like a 5-star waiter expecting a clear, non-negotiable order. If you vaguely state, "I want something nice," the waiter, or the creative energy, is confused and cannot deliver. This lack of specificity is often why people feel the law of attraction fails them. They are asking for a general outcome instead of creating their reality with blueprints. The teachings of mental science insist that your request must be engineered down to the details. Don't simply utter a vague daily affirmation like, "I want a partner." Instead, define the qualities that genuinely reflect your desired life. I require a loving, reliable partner who is committed to personal growth, shares my passion for hiking, and consistently makes me laugh. This level of detailed mindset articulation begins the process of building the exact energetic magnet required. This practical precision applies to everything from relationships to material goods. If you're manifesting money, don't just say, "I want more." Visualize the exact number, the feeling of ease as you spend it, and the security it provides. If you need a car, specify the model, color, and price, this clarity. A cornerstone of Geneviève Behrend's work means stop waiting for good things. You are actively placing a specific order that the universe can process without error. But once the order is placed, what's the next critical step for a successful delivery? The greatest challenge in applied mental science is not the initial planting of the idea, but the period of waiting, the incubation, when you utilize detailed visualization and specific daily affirmations to plant the seed of your desire in the subconscious mind. You must instantly shift into a state of unwavering spiritual guidance and trust. Imagine a gardener who plants a precious flower seed, only to dig it up every hour, panicked, to see if it's growing. That restless anxiety guarantees the seed will never take root. This analogy perfectly illustrates why many fail at manifestation. They sabotage their own process by constantly checking the current reality for signs of progress. Geneviève Behrend explicitly teaches that once the mental mold is perfectly formed and launched, once you've placed the order, your job is finished in that regard. Checking your empty bank account or rereading that job application email every 5 minutes with dread is the equivalent of digging up the seed. This anxious behavior actually introduces doubt, which is a powerful counter-affirmation. The solution lies in profound acting. As if you applied for the job, the seed is planted. Now, instead of worrying, focus on the work you would be doing if you already had that position. By shifting your mindset from anxiety to trust, you give the inherent creative energy the necessary quiet time and space to organize the physical manifestation. Your anxiety isn't helpful anticipation. It's literally killing your dreams before they can break the soil. But how do you maintain this serene sense of certainty when the external world suggests otherwise? The sophisticated layer of mental science that separates dreamers from manifestation experts is the acting as if principle. This is not about self-deception. It's a sophisticated psychological mechanism where you deliberately align your internal state, your vibration, with the reality you intend to create. To receive the desire, you must first become its perfect container. You cannot simply think about abundance. You must feel and embody the behavioral patterns of abundance now, forcing the law of attraction to respond to your current energetic signature. It's often easier than people assume if your goal is financial prosperity. You don't need millions yet, but you can instantly shift your mindset even when on a strict budget. Pour your morning coffee into your nicest mug and take that moment to genuinely feel the sense of security and richness. When you walk into the grocery store, consciously shift your posture, walk tall, like the most important, financially secure person in the room. This game of emotional dress-up, detailed in works like Your Invisible Power, instantly upgrades your vibration. This intentional, detailed embodiment creates an undeniable command. The universe doesn't respond to intellectual longing. It responds to established emotional states by acting as if you are sending a clear, non-negotiable signal that the desired reality is already here. This isn't just positive thinking. It's a practical, applied engineering technique that bypasses resistance. But before you can successfully don this new identity, you must first clear the internal space for it to reside. You wouldn't dare invite an important guest or the manifestation of your dreams into a filthy, cluttered, and inhospitable house. Yet, many people attempt manifestation while harboring a mindset filled with negative self-talk, limiting beliefs, and the internal clutter of "I can't" or "it's too hard." This internal resistance is an energy repellent that immediately short-circuits the power of visualization and detailed intentions. Geneviève Behrend's framework, deeply rooted in mental science, requires a clean inner space for the creative force to operate. Self-improvement starts with meticulous observation of your daily mental habits. Catch yourself in the act of negativity during your morning routine. Did you complain about the traffic or the weather? Stop the thought instantly and replace it with a genuine, positive thinking statement about one good thing. Thank you for this safe vehicle, or I appreciate having water for my coffee. This conscious substitution is the act of sweeping and scrubbing your mental floors, making the space ready for something magnificent. Furthermore, you must curate your external environment, which acts as a mirror to your inner life. Notice if your social conversations consistently revolve around gossip, scarcity, or failure. Shift the topic, change your friends, or change the dialogue. By rigorously acting as if your mind is a temple designed for financial prosperity and success, you clear the necessary pathways for the law of attraction to deliver. Once the mind is clean and the intention is set, how do we power the entire system? The mechanism that powers the law of attraction isn't mere intellectual thought, it's feeling, the emotional, energetic signature you consistently broadcast. Thinking about a vacation, for example, is the engine, but feeling the relaxation, the sun, and the ease of that vacation right now is the necessary fuel, the high-octane mental science gas. If you think about abundance but feel the gnawing anxiety of debt, your feeling, the more potent magnet, will always override your thought, attracting more stress and scarcity into your reality. This is where the practice of acting as if truly shines. You must generate the emotional consequence of your desire before the physical manifestation occurs. Don't just wish to be fit. Actively feel the lightness, the strength, and the vibrant energy moving through your body right now as you walk the dog or climb the stairs. This isn't passive positive thinking. It's the intentional engineering of your internal magnet to align with your desired outcome. Manifesting money is less about bank statements and more about feeling secure and resourceful in this very moment. To successfully use the visualization methods taught by Geneviève Behrend, you need to transcend the idea and embody the reality. Feel the relief of completing that massive project before you even draft the first outline, or feel the joy of a perfect relationship before you meet the person. When the feeling and the thought align, when the engine has gas, you turn on the magnet, compelling the universe to respond. But how do you sustain this feeling when the visible world presents undeniable resistance? One of the most counterintuitive yet vital laws of mental science is the necessity to deliberately ignore your current reality when it contradicts your desired outcome. If you are manifesting money, but every time you look at your empty bank account, you sink into sadness and fear, you are using that moment to powerfully reaffirm the condition of lack. The universe, acting only on the energy you broadcast, receives the signal, I feel sad about scarcity, and dutifully brings you more reasons to feel sad about scarcity. This doesn't mean becoming delusional. It means acting as if the physical facts are temporary illusions that simply haven't caught up to your internal command. Yet, when you receive a bill, the standard reaction is focusing on the money leaving. The engineered response, as taught by Geneviève Behrend, is to immediately shift focus instead on the incredible utility that money provided, the warmth of the electricity, the connection of the internet, or the safe vehicle. This simple practice of gratitude redirects your mindset from loss to provision. This principle is crucial for manifestation for women and men alike. transforming challenging circumstances into opportunities for spiritual guidance. If your partner is grumpy, don't focus on the grumpy face. Instead, use that moment to perform an internal visualization. Imagine them smiling. Imagine the loving energy between you. By ignoring the unwanted fact and holding the perfect mental image, you compel the creative force to eventually dissolve the undesirable circumstance. It's about changing the input, not arguing with the output. But how do you shield this powerful internal work from external influences? The true work of manifestation is an intensive, private process of mental engineering. Requiring absolute integrity between you and the creative source, Geneviève Behrend wisely taught that telling everyone your big plans creates leaks in your psychic energy, effectively diluting the concentrated power of your visualization. When you share your deep desires, especially with people who harbor doubt or lack an understanding of mental science, their negative energy and opinions act like energetic static, interfering with the precise frequency you are attempting to broadcast. Your big dreams and detailed plans for financial prosperity must remain a secret, a pact between you and the universe. Until they are tangible, you must stop waiting for external validation and rely instead on internal certainty. Don't post about your new business idea on social media the moment it sparks, or ask for advice on your ambitious career pivot from friends who have a scarcity mindset. The moment you speak your dream aloud to an unsupportive ear, you give away power that was meant to be sealed internally. This deliberate silence is a form of powerful acting as if you are treating the outcome as so certain, so perfectly built within your mental blueprint that it doesn't require discussion or debate. It simply requires silent gestation. By guarding your desires and focusing on daily affirmations privately, you allow the seed of your self-improvement to grow strong, protected from external interference. This isolation accelerates the process. But what is the final, non-negotiable step to complete the circuit? The law of attraction and the entire architecture of manifestation require a reciprocal action. You must move your feet so the universe can guide them. It's a common misconception in positive thinking that you simply sit on the couch, perform visualization, and wait for money to fall from the sky. Mental science is about action aligned with the mental mold you've created. You must send a physical signal into the world, demonstrating your seriousness and readiness to receive the desired outcome. This first small logical step is the key to unlocking the universal guidance system. This initial movement doesn't have to be a grand gesture. It just needs to be an undeniable, physical commitment to your internal command. If your goal is self-improvement through travel, you don't need to book the entire trip today. Go buy the specific suitcase you'll use or start a dedicated travel fund. No matter how small, this tangible action, a form of acting as if, tells the universe, I am prepared for this reality. If you want to be a better cook, don't just watch videos. Go buy one new spice or one ingredient you've never used before. This is simple manifestation at its most practical. Geneviève Behrend's teachings emphasize that the universe needs a point of contact, a place to start the flow. You are the sign you've been waiting for. By taking this small, decisive step, the first action towards the goal, you create a vacuum that the creative energy is compelled to fill. You start the engine, and the universal mechanics take over the steering. But what is the magic password that opens the gate for this entire process to begin? If the entire mechanism of manifestation were a highly secured door, gratitude would be the essential key that forces it open. This isn't merely a polite thank you. It's the highest form of mental science engineering, a powerful frequency that confirms to the universe that you are already in a state of reception and abundance. When you feel genuine thankfulness for what you currently have, you immediately align your mindset with the feeling of enough, which, by the law of attraction, can only compel the universe to provide you with more things to be thankful for. This principle is directly tied to Geneviève Behrend's teachings on your invisible power. It's the practical application of recognizing the good that is already present, even when you are manifesting money or striving for large-scale self-improvement. Before sleep, make it a non-negotiable mental exercise to list 3 simple things. I have a warm, safe bed. I had good food for lunch. My cat loves me. This simple act recalibrates your entire system, ending the day on the frequency of abundance instead of lack. Even during setbacks, this engineering must hold firm. When the car breaks down, the natural reaction is frustration. The practiced response is to instantly pivot to positive thinking. Thank you that I am safe, and thank you that I have the resources or the means to acquire the resources to fix this. This magic password transforms perceived failures into moments of recognized provision, ensuring you stop waiting for good luck and start creating it. By forcing the universe to respond positively to your dominant emotional signal, we've covered the engineering specifications from the mental movie method to the precise magnetic force of gratitude. You now possess the blueprint for creating your reality. A system rooted in rigorous mental science, not hopeful waiting. The mechanics of manifestation demand discipline. They require you to stop waiting and strictly apply these laws, maintaining your chosen state of financial prosperity even when the current reality offers contradictions. This is how you force the universe's hand. It's time to move beyond simple wishes and into the realm of command. Ask yourself this: is your life too valuable to leave the control panel set to default? Are you ready to stop being a passive movie watcher and start being the director of your financial and personal destiny? This self-improvement isn't passive, it's active mental labor. Start applying the acting as if principle immediately. Let me know in the comments below. Which of these 10 laws, is it visualization or the power of silence, you are going to implement first to transform your mindset? If you found this masterclass in mental engineering valuable, ensure you hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications. We are committed to giving you the powerful, logical tools you need to master the subtle, invisible laws of the universe. Join us next time for more profound insights on your invisible power.